With the whole world in the process of rolling out vaccinations and this talk of vaccines and who's getting it and who's not getting it, all of that in the news made me think about the question, is there a vaccine for joy? And I was wondering, is there a vaccine for joy? But then, immediately my thoughts went to, you vaccinate against something negative. You don't vaccinate for something positive. So maybe we should rather think of, if there's a vaccine for joy, what should the vaccine be against? And what is the opposite of joy? The opposite of joy is perhaps if you live in negativity, if you live in depression. Despair is probably the furthest away from joy on this planet. So what is the antidote for despair? And not to go into that negative space. And I was thinking, you can live every day in a positive place, above the line. Think about positive things, feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul with positive things, and that will bring you to a place of happiness. And if you sustain that happiness over a considerable time, that will then become joy, or it can become joy, depending on where you are in your life. And if it's part of your purpose and why you're on this planet, then that all helps and you can start experiencing joy. And I think that's part of the answer. But then thinking a little bit more, I was thinking of what happens when really have I experienced true joy? And maybe quicker than going through the whole route of living positively and happiness and that whole thing. And then I thought of, okay, a couple of times has it happened with me when I've really gotten curious about someone else's problems and journey in life, and I really put my mind and my soul and my everything into helping that person. I forget about myself. I forget about my troubles. Maybe I may be depressed. I may be in despair anywhere. I may be negative and under the line, but by thinking of that other person, it lifts me up and it brings me to a place of really positivity and joy even. And it's fairly quickly. You don't have to work through all the happiness stages. That is part of the maintenance perhaps. But really, if I think about this, the antidote for that despair, the vaccine for joy, is really to reach out to other people and helping them find joy. And to me, that's my purpose. That's why I'm on this planet. And that's what's driving me forward. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope it can stimulate in your brain the thinking of, why are you on this planet? What do you want to mean to people on this planet? And what is your impact that you want to leave here? Because once you find that, you don't need antidotes. You just live your joy. Hope you found this welcome. You can follow me on Facebook or on YouTube or at nicohuman.com, and I'll see you next week. And remember, everyone's getting their virus antidotes and injections and everything. Let's live our joy and find it together.